Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. This is Sohail and you are watching Arakan Times Daily English News. Today is Saturday, 20 April 2024. Today's news headlines. Terrorist mob groups shot at a well-known Rohingya man in Butidong. Rohingya youths are pressured to serve for terrorist mob groups in Ratedong. Terrorist mob groups held meeting with Rohingya villagers in Butidong. Details of today's news. A Rohingya man resident of Ward Number 2, Butidong downtown, Arakan State, Myanmar, has been shot at by terrorist mob groups on the last 17 April 2024 at about 7 o'clock in the evening while he was riding back to home. The deceased is identified as Hussein Johar, who is also known as Juka, has been shot at by terrorist mob groups on 17 April at about 7 p.m. while he was riding back to home. SO said that terrorist mob groups attacked Hussein Johar with guns and more than 2 rounds of bullet hit on the body of Hussein Johar, shot by terrorist mob groups. In addition, 4 Rohingya individuals from Ward Number 2, Butidong downtown, were killed in a mortar shell fired by terrorist mob groups on 16 April 2024. Terrorist mob groups fired artillery shell in Ward Number 2, Butidong, and it hit the house of Muhammad Nasim, brother-in-law of Muhammad Noor, and it killed the entire family members of Muhammad Nasim. 4 family members of Muhammad Nasim, including his 2 daughters and his wives and he, were killed, and his mother-in-law was seriously injured in the artillery shell fired by terrorist mob groups in Ward Number 2, Butidong downtown on 16 April. The situation of both Butidong and Mongdo are deteriorating day by day, and the terrorist mob groups and Burmese genocidal military BGM are intentionally targeting Rohingyas and ultimately striving to expel the remaining Rohingyas from Arakan State, Myanmar. Terrorist mob groups is pressuring Rohingya men to serve for them against Burmese genocidal military BGM from Tamila Rohingya village Ratedong, Arakan State, Myanmar. A resident said that terrorist mob groups conducted meetings with Rohingya men in different villages in Ratedong township, and they threateningly told to the Rohingya villagers that every Rohingya youth above between 18 years and 45 years must serve for AA if Rohingya want to live under the controlled area of AA. Terrorist mob groups forcefully aggregated Rohingya residents from Tamila Rohingya village and conducted meeting with them at the school of Tamila. Rohingya men aged between 18 and 45 must join Arakan Army AA from Tamila Rohingya village Ratedong, and if anybody ignores to serve for Arakan Army AA, he or she will be expelled from Tamila Rohingya village under controlled area of Arakan Army AA. Terrorist mob groups said during the meeting. SO said that terrorist mob groups compelled 50 Rohingya men from Tamila Rohingya village Ratedong to serve for terrorist mob groups AA, and they have been trained for about 15 days at the school of Tamila Rohingya village by terrorist mob groups AA. 50 Rohingya villagers from Tamila Rohingya village have been forcefully recruited in terrorist mob groups AA, and 2 highly Islamic scholars were heavily forced and compelled to join in terrorism groups, and the 2 scholars are forcefully made the leading persons for the forcefully recruited Rohingya villagers by terrorism groups. Amongst the 2 Islamic scholars, one is identified as Mulay Ataullah, who is a resident of Tamila Rohingya village in the Ratedong township, Arakan State, Myanmar, and he has been forcibly recruited to serve for terrorism groups by terrorism groups. A resident of Tamila said that those 50 Rohingya villagers who were forcefully recruited to serve for terrorism groups have been taken in Mongdo Township and Butidong Township, Northern Arakan State, Myanmar, by terrorism groups and they are being utilized in the front line during the fight between terrorism groups and Burmese genocidal military BGM. He also added that terrorism groups is forcing the responsible persons of the Tamila Rohingya village to send list of the Rohingya men from the village to the Tamil village-based terrorism groups as terrorists within April month. The Rohingya villagers of Tamil Rohingya village are in critical situation and they are in the brutal tortures of terrorism groups A. After terrorism groups A confiscated the Raterong township. Terrorism groups aggregated Rohingya residents of Mongnur Rohingya village in Buthiron township, Arakan state, Myanmar on the last 14 April 2024. A source stated that a group of terrorism groups, where has approximately 50 terrorists, came and entered Mongnur Rohingya village and threateningly ordered all the residents of Mongnur village to aggregate at their school, and most of the villagers aggregated and terrorism groups held meeting with them. The villagers were threateningly asked for the list of the Rohingya youth whose ages are between 18 and 35 from Mongnur Rohingya village, Buthiron township, and also talked that the Rohingya youth who are between 18 years and 35 years must serve for AA. Terrorism groups told to the meeting attended Rohingya villagers. Terrorism groups forcibly listed 20 Rohingya youths from Mongnur Rohingya village who are between 18 years and 35 years, and the youths are compelled to get ready for training to fight against Burmese genocidal military BGM. Terrorism groups mentioned during the meeting with Rohingya villagers of Mongnur village that the youth who are listed will be trained ASAP and they will be sent for Shintama village as sentinels to fight against Burmese genocidal military BGM with the purpose of to control the Shintama village. Similarly, terrorism groups conducted a meeting with Rohingya residents of Michongse Rohingya village in northern Buthiron township, Arakan state, Myanmar on the last 17 April 2024. Terrorism groups said during the meeting with Rohingya residents of Michongse that Rohingya youths who are between 18 years and 35 years from Michongse village must join and serve for AA. The list of the Rohingya youths per household must give to AA, and those youths will be taken for training and will provide them equipment to fight against Burmese genocidal military BGM, said terrorism groups AA in the meeting. Terrorism groups threateningly told to the Rohingya villagers of Michongse village that if the list of the youth from the village will not be provided, then the village will be set on fire and some youth will be abducted. Terrorism groups is forcing and compelling Rohingya youth to join and serve for them in Arakan state, Myanmar. And if Rohingya villagers deny or ignore to join and serve for terrorism groups AA, the villagers are threatened that their villages will be set on fire and the villagers will be abducted in Arakan state, Myanmar. Thanks for watching Arakan Times Daily English News.